Hi, I'm Michelle Karam with Dishes by Michelle in Los Angeles, California. On Christmas Eve, when your kids come up to you and say, "Mom, we want to bake some cookies for Santa," well, you can tell them, "Kids, I've got a recipe that is going to stop Santa dead in his sleigh tracks." This is my recipe for Santa Surprise Gingerbread Muffins. So the first thing I'm going to do for this recipe is I'm going to take my butter, and I have 1 stick of butter over here, and it's softened. And I also have half of a cup of dark brown sugar, 1 cup of molasses, so rich looking. And then I also have 1 egg, and I'm just gonna put 1 whole egg in there. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just beat this up until everything is well combined. All right, great. So now everything is combined well in there. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dry ingredients. And I have 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, half a teaspoon of ground cloves, and I also have 1 tablespoon of baking soda over here with half a teaspoon of salt in there. So now that I have all of my dry ingredients in here, I'm just gonna turn this and we're gonna sift. And as you can see, it falls down through and it's pretty light and it combines all of your dry ingredients together. So now that all of our dry ingredients are combined together, we're going to take half of a cup of hot water that I have over here, and we're going to add it into here also. And then we're just gonna mix everything up again. And start on a low speed so that once you do start combining, your flour and everything doesn't go whoosh all over the place. Okay, so now we have everything well combined, and here's where they turn into Santa Surprise. I add just a little bit of cranberries in there, and this just kind of follows through and reinforces the whole festive and keeping it merry and red, just like Santa. And I put them into these little Christmas tree baking loaves that I just think are so cute that when you leave something by the tree, it's the shape of a tree, and it'll have the red craisins in there that'll kind of peek through, that'll look like little ornaments or lights on the tree, and there's my surprise. So let's go ahead and add these craisins, and I've just put half a cup of dried cranberries to it, which is what craisins are. And already it just looks real festive. And you know, not only is it just for the look, the taste is really good too. It's the gingerbread with the cranberry, real good, good combination. So now I'm going to just spray the inside of this with a little bit of nonstick spray. You could lightly butter it if you wanted to. Nonstick spray is easy for me. And now I'm just gonna fill these up. And I'm going to fill them 3/4 of the way full, not all the way to the top, because if you do, it rises anyway and it'll kind of bubble over. So just 3/4 of the way. And you wanna make sure you just kind of smooth it all the way to all the edges. And it's pretty thick. I'm gonna put these in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes on 350 degrees. Now, if you were making a full loaf, you would probably cook it for about 30 to 50 minutes, depending on your oven and depending on what type of pan you're doing. But these are small, so they should be cooking real fast. I've taken my Santa Surprise gingerbread muffins out of the oven, and I decorated them with a little bit of icing and some mini chocolate chips and some mint chips that I found and some powdered sugar, and made them look real festive. And I'm sure that when Santa comes down the chimney, he's absolutely going to love these in place of some store-bought cookies. I'm Michelle Karam with Dishes by Michelle. Thank you so much for watching my video on Santa Surprise Gingerbread Muffins.